we should be live on Twitch as well. How we doing, folks? We are going to be ringing some Eldens today. You know, typical shenanigans, typical nonsense. Say hi to Saribot. Alright, cool. We're live. Let's hop right into it. Make sure that audio is active. It is. Cool. One last check. Alright, cool. We're good. Rainbow, welcome. How you doing? We're on day 8. Always a pleasure to have you here. Let's see. We finished up the Dominula village last night. We killed the Godskin Apostle there. We are not going to use their weapon because, frankly, ours is better. Should probably mute that notification. There we go. Alive and living? Honestly, mood. I really feel that. Part of the reason I keep doing this stream is just because it is so much nicer trying to, having something to do that is not just job hunting, because it is awful. It is terrible. So I really feel you. But hey, we're here. We're hanging out. Cool, so we've done this. I think it's high time we could go after Mount Gelnir. Doing your best to... doing your dailies in Marvel. Fuck job hunting. Fuck job hunting indeed. It is terrible. Like, what do you mean I have to make a resume for... what do you mean that I have my resume, and then I have to remake it specifically for this particular job? And then I have to manually enter all of the information from my CV and resume into their automatic applying process. And I have to make sure I use the keywords to... so that it gets past the AI chatbot that's going to read it and probably automatically reject it anyways, for a job that may or may not even get back to me. What do you mean? So yeah, it's going pretty well. Yeah, no, I hate it. I really just want shit to work. We can go after the Starfall Crater. I think that's what we're gonna do. Preach. You heard it here first. People hate job hunting. Oh, I should probably actually put out the story on socials. John, you just system rivals, dailies too, job hunting do be miserable. You were at it for like a year. And I am so happy that you have the job that you have right now. I really am. And frankly, I hope the best for me in the near future as well. Nice to have you two in the chat though. There we go. I have an automatic thing set up, a year and change. Yeah, no, it's brutal. But when we killed Radon the other day, a meteorite landed, opening up this area here. So now we can go in. Although, a job is coming for me. A job is coming all over me. Yeah, you get it. So, we could do this. Coming for me, all over me. Terrible. Alright, so we can do a couple of things now. We're gonna actually grab... Yeah, we'll go to Agila Lake South. We're not really boss hunting with this little bit here. We're just gonna grab Selen so that we can get a little bit... more bosses, really. Like, that's what we're doing. We're not doing a particular ending, per se. We're just aiming for more bosses. Like, we're still in Limgrave, so we're over-leveled as hell. You remember that little tritone for a minor second? Haunts you? Yep. What is with this guy? Okay, now you pay attention. What kind of bullshit is this? I just didn't want to run past him without him, like, attacking me. So much for that plan. Cool, we don't need any of this. There's a little bit of... We're gonna have to fight the whole convoy now. Games like it. So the plan here is to bypass all these bastards. The level 360 at the end was rude. Yeah, this game does not appreciate you trying to do clever things in the slightest. This is what we came for. Oh, there's a boss in here. We don't need a buff up. Yeah. Like, we're over-leveled as hell, so I'm not terribly surprised by that. Remember this boss too? This is one of those bosses that is actually a...
Tarnished, I am selling. Why are you here?
Yep. I want to learn sorcery. We're not going to learn sorcery.
Perhaps nurture will, but one must. I was as a revile. Do you still wish to learn? Well, you are a piece of work.
If you look closely,
you are now my
you can see her feet,
sorcery.
and that's how you know Miyazaki likes her.
Anticipate.
We can do that.
Very well. I'll be sure to never lose that.
And we are too stupid to use any of them. Yeah, Selen. She's the sorcerer in the area. She's a cool character, actually. She has like a whole questline with Carrion Manor. No, the Pumpkinhead is not actually normally a boss. We'll buy something just so we can say we did. No, the Pumpkinhead is actually just a standard enemy that they introduced to you as a boss. They do this a lot in these games. The Taurus Demon, the Asylum Demon back in Dark Souls 1, those are both bosses.
There you are. Shall we commence the
Cool. They're both bosses, so now we have her. There's like a whole, like, dungeon somewhere in this area, I think, that we can grab through her questline. Already did that. This, if you're curious, is actually the starting area of the game. It's where you go and you face the Grafted Sun and to die. So now we've talked to her, we can probably just go grab Thops. Did I talk to Thops? He's not on the map. I'd be very sad if I hadn't talked to Thops. We're probably going to go for like 2 hours today. I really hope somebody clips that rant I have at the start. Oh, we just didn't speak to him.
Your time, believe it or not, for a...
Yeah, I've said rings.
Truth. My name is presuming your interest. Only... Apology, I'm afraid. All right. I can tell you what you've seen that structure. That's the academy. Only it's after they declared the academy, as you might have guessed, making entry to them. So on. When they cast... You've taken it. Well, that is Selen was well known. I followed
Yeah,
her at school.
an apprenticeship.
But they may as well. But Selen was accused of I still don't believe the illustrious Selen. Why not without one? And you'll never... And if once you've tied... Would you consider... I know it. But still... So you found what I said. That key below. Right. It's true.
Alright, there's another key that we can grab and give to him once we go into the academy. So we're not going to do that just yet. What we are going to do is we're going to try to enter... we're going to try to get into the capital. I think it's about time we get in there. Like, we've done a lot of easy game stuff, a lot of easy early game stuff. It's about time we get in there. Up the stair. Yeah, we're just having a good time. I'm not entirely sure what the deal is behind these spectral tapestries. They're very pretty, they look very cool, but I don't know what they are. There are going to be 2 tree sentinels behind here as well. We're just gonna run past them. I'm usually the safest way to run up this area is just straight up the middle. There's really no reason to be fancy with it. Most of the archers will miss you. We'll get close, but you'll be fine. Yeah, even those guys, we can just run right past them. They won't enter past that door after a certain point. You can just touch the side of a grace, rest, and reset the area. We might come back for them later for the runes, but I honestly don't think it's gonna happen. And now we have the map of the area too. I believe I had a seed from somewhere else, so I should be able to upgrade my flask. Yep. Go there. Oh, we could have come here from the windmill village. We might actually do that. I mean, like, backpedal our way through there. Because there's a dungeon here that I'd like to do. What's over here? Yeah, we'll take a look. Oh, hey, what's up? Walk forward and you hold L2. I don't know what to tell you. No, it doesn't help that the tree... that's an alterated tree spirit, if you're unaware. They're like tree spirits that in some way have become corrupted by Scarlet Rot, if I'm not mistaken. The benefit is that they're made of wood, so they're vulnerable to fire, but they're also very fleshy, which means they're vulnerable to bleed. So we just kind of rip into them. They just kind of disappear. And surprisingly for this game, their attacks are pretty telegraphed, and it's pretty easy to dodge them. the Golden Order Seal. Now is about the time we would want to start investing in... oh, we can talk to Mel now.
Spoken echo, shall I share them?
Yeah, we'll hear what
In
Mom has to
Marcus'
say.
own word, I declare through understanding of those blissful my comrades.
Do you have anything behind the tree? Oh, you have centipedes. Interesting. We also got that cookbook, so now we can make some other stuff. We can also now make the blood boil aromatic, which is very cool. We made a few of those yesterday. Oh, so now we can make the Halleck bone arrows. That's cool. Now is about the time that we would want to start investing in leveling up our seal a little bit. And we'll head just north to that cave. There's probably a site of grace right there, and we will probably tag it and then warp back to Round Table Hold so that we can upgrade grade stars again, because we probably have enough material at this point. Not sure why there was combat music there. What we're going to do is we're going to stand right here. It'll loop back around to us from wherever it was before. We'll play it safe. We'll use our wild strikes to open and then just swing into it. That should do it. I mean, hopefully. All right, here it comes. Got it. There are faster ways of doing it, but I don't care that much. I don't know that we're going to even use that Ashavora either. It's mainly a faith skill, and we are mainly a bonk skill. If anything, we might go into arcane. Because yesterday, we got the Mariah Executioner Sword, which, aside from our arcane requirement, we can use. I do like this weapon though, I prefer it. I need to go and check how to do the rest of Vari's questline. Cool, so now that we've gotten that, we'll warp out. We'll go back to Round Table, we'll level up Great Stars if we can, and then we'll come back and finish this off.
Divinity, have mercy and grant me forgiveness. I didn't. I'll be doing my job. Just lay out you.
Alright, plus 14, not bad. About the
Those
prayer.
words were not meant. I may be prisoner to my prayers. I'm well.
Fair enough.
Greetings, are you here for spirit? I can hear a howl.
Yeah, she's talking about,
know you're strong,
the
but
guy.
Please.
She wants us to be careful. We'll do our best, but this fellow makes no promises.
Journey to the Two Fingers will do. You maybe.
Alright, we got that squared away. Let's head back up to here, the seal tunnel. Once we do this, we'll enter the capital. Lanedell Royal Capital. Wow, I don't want half those guys. That's actually kind of surprising. Nice. I feel like I just got this area done and I have no idea who the boss is. Whenever I feel forgetful, I remember that dementia technically begins in your 30s, and that always scares me. I believe that's a +5, so I am just gonna go for it. Yep. There is a virgin abductor somewhere in this area. Well, we're gonna heal. Oh, bastard. This game never rewards confidence. However good you think you are, never assume you have succeeded. It will check you. Okay, that's a level 5 smithing stone. We are gonna need those to level up, keep leveling up right now. Like, we're right about at that level. Does a jumping R2 get this guy? Yep. The Vulgar Militia Saw. I'm actually curious about these guys and their lore, because I don't... What even are they? They're just little people. A weapon comprised of a saw blade attached to a long grip. Brandished by the Vulgar Militia, its serrated edge is very effective at inflicting blood loss. The blade is also said to be used to cut up bodies to feed to the militia, but there are no first-hand witnesses to confirm that dire rumor. We also have a chest piece. Freshly singed battlegrounds fusing the stench of the dead. Forbidden lands that will be excised from the memory of history. This is where the Vulgar Militia served as untiring, unsung watchkeepers. I have not gone through the DLC yet, so I am curious as to whether or not that is what they're referring to. Or if it's referring to the Crusades of Godfrey. That would also be interesting. Because Godfrey was also banished after he was recused from the title of Elden Lord. So I'm curious as to what that means in context. Nice. I've seen people do hitless runs of this game, and I can't help but wonder how much of hitless runs planning, and this is a genuine question, this isn't like me knocking it as, you know, like illegitimate if they don't do it this way, but how much of a hitless run's planning, like the routes that you take, is avoiding areas where you are more likely to be hit? That feels very intriguing to do. Like, I don't know, it seems interesting. I'm not really a speedrunner, and I'm not really into... Okay, so we can head down and deal with the Virgin Abductor. We're gonna come back for that. I want to go to the next area first. Well, fuck me, I guess. Is this... nope. Onwards. Oh, I guess that's the trap. You drop down and there's all these guys waiting for you. Nice to see CoffeeBot working. I have considered disabling CoffeeBot. Mainly because I don't really have anything on my Ko-Fi that is worthwhile, I feel. Like, it's, you know, if you like this and you don't want to give money to Twitch, which, valid, I understand, but you still want to send me some money, which would be nice, but never required. None of this is ever going to be paywalled. Huh. Like, feel free, but never a requirement. And it's not like it's not exactly like I'm raking in the money from ads right now. Like Twitch ads alone, I've made maybe 60 cents, about 70 cents in the past week, which is not bad. That's like more than I'd ever expect, but let's be real, that's not livable money. Alright, this is a boss, so... see where this goes. I don't know what I was expecting. We really just did build an easy mode for this game. Which I don't know about you, but I appreciate, actually. Like, I like the fact that this has... Well, I've had a couple of comments, like, telling me, you know, I'm playing the game poorly because I'm overleveled, or because this is a weird way to play the game, or anything like that. And I'm sitting here like, I'm having fun. Like, why is that alone not enough? Alright, so we got that. Do we care to go back in for the Virgin Abductor? Honestly, yeah, maybe. We'll do it some other time. I'm not sure that watching me farm is the most entertaining way to experience, like, this game as a stream format. I do have some ideas for longer form content in this game as well, more in the vein of, like, video series. But we will see where that is when we get there. Damn it. We do one thing well, we get confident, we face something else, we get checked. It is the nature of the beast. Although the next thing that we need to do realistically is go for the Iron Jar aromatic. Like, that is realistically the next step of this build. Oh, is it evening now? No, it's morning. This game is so pretty. Like, genuinely, it's actually very impressive how beautiful it is. You can also just run past him. He is a boss in an open world game. we can just run away. Because, more importantly, there are seeds here. There's also another market here. Yeah, we'll just run. We'll just keep going. I do need to reallocate my flasks, though. I want another blue. Hey, Mark, it's been a while. See you later, Margaret. Have a good one. That just increases our stamina, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a flat boost. I don't know the lore behind him, like, spawning into just a lowly tarnished like that. I guess we're a lowly tarnished. Alright, reallocate my grace. My grace. Reallocate my flask. Oh, nice. We got those. We want 9 and 3. We could... Yeah, that feels good. Do we level up? No. Oh, we're actually pretty close, though. A cheeky 25k from those 2 bosses.
Spoken, shall I share them with?
Yeah, we'll go through
make
this.
of thy, but should he fail to become aught at all, amounting?
And, let's see, we need... How many runes to level up? Like 1,000-ish? A little more than 100. We could probably just kill a couple mobs and then level up again. Oh, damn. There you go. None of you can hear it, but I have OBS set up so that whenever a Discord notification, so that it's only picking up audio from certain sources. So I'll occasionally hear like a blip or something, but it shouldn't show up in OBS. I don't want it to just capture all of my my entire system sound. Part of that is also just because of how OBS on Flatpak works, because this is the Flatpak version of OBS, and that's just the nature of using like Linux to stream, unfortunately. There are certain things that I think OBS does a lot better on Windows, but it is... there are certain things that are just you need to do in a different way on a Linux machine. And I'm using Casio OS. Which I do think that more people should bounce off of Windows. They've genuinely made their software terrible. In addition to, you know, war crimes. Are you gonna let me rest, or... Okay. You cannot rest, there are enemies nearby. That's just anxiety. I don't know what to tell you. Alright.
Is someone customer? Well...
Cool. Do you sell any... No, you don't. Okay, so we will actually buy that. We want those. 2,000 runes? Yeah, that feels right. Yeah, sure. profit set. Interesting. Below the royal capital of Lanedale is a vast network of sewers. The well in the city reaches below reaches deep into its tunnels. Okay, so yeah, that's something that I knew about. I rarely buy the notes in these games, so I don't actually know, like, how often they are. But yeah, I have some long-form Elden Ring content in the pipe that I think will be fun to make, as well as some more short-form content, because right now the only short-form content that I've made has been, like, boss kills, basically. And that's fine, and that's fine, but that's not particularly exciting. Not all the time. I want to expand my portfolio, for lack of a better term. I was talking the other day with a friend of mine about, like, you know, pipelining content and that kind of stuff, and the conclusion we came to is that this is a very clippable game because even failure can be funny. Or, you know, reels of failure can be amusing. You know, like I say, this game checks you a lot. That said, something like Rivals is a little bit harder to do because most short-form Rivals content is just like a talking head. It's like, this is the tech for this character, or this is how they change this character. A huge rebalance just went through because they just dropped Black Cat. Now, are you gonna follow me? Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna exit the system, or exit the game, so that it just resets the area, and then we'll come back. No, and as unhealthy as it is to sort of like wrap up your value in social media analytics, it is nice to see like some of this gain traction. Because I've kind of struggled in the social media space as a prospective creator for some time. It's honestly kind of awful a lot of the time. And between that and like between that and just like not knowing, you know, what to do, how to balance my work, my life, because like what I'm doing right now is by no stretch of the imagination a balanced workflow. I stream 2 to 3 hours every day. That's not sustainable. The only reason I can really get away with it is because I'm unemployed. Now, we cannot get into the capital just yet. Alright, let's see if this works. Oh, damn it. That was close. That was weirdly close. Alright, we'll try that again. That was stupid, though. That was actually kind of ridiculous. Wait, is he more resistant to fire or bleed? Because... yeah. That's what I'm thinking. We'll try this again with the bleed, because I'm actually very curious to see if that'll work. Who'd have thought going bird hunting with a maul is a bad idea? We only have a few runes on the ground, so if we don't recover those, I don't care. I'm not going to spend part of the fight trying to get them back. What we are going to do is buff up once again. Can I craft any of you? No. Equip anything of value. Also, no. Okay. Let's give it a go. Back up, heal. Ah, damn it. So, thank you for the run. You caught us at an opportune moment. Always nice to see you here. We are trying to get into the Lanedale Royal Capital at the moment. We are facing off against the Tree Sentinel. Our build actually looks pretty good at trying to get in. I just need to be a little less sloppy about it. So, hello, death noises. Yep, that's generally how it goes. Let's try again. We can basically get this guy into phase 2 almost automatically. That's it, heal. Damn it, we didn't heal in time. That was our 3rd try. We can do this on our 4th try. We got this. No, I firmly believe that this will be the one. Oh. Well, it looks like we're not going to get our full buffs off. We don't have enough health to face tank that one. No, I don't feel like, yesterday when I was fighting the Bell-Bearing Hunter, I was kind of struggling. Because honestly, that is quite a difficult boss for me. Yes, you can parry him, and yes, I did parry him, but that's still that's still a more difficult boss for me to fight. This guy feels way more manageable. Actually, once I finish this guy, I can probably go take on the Tree Sentinel with the first steps as well. Just for the extra runes, because at that point I'll definitely have enough runes to level up my pace again. Damn it. Alright, we can get this guy. No, he's manageable. Like, yeah, he's gonna be harder in phase 2, but so are we. I don't think... No, I'll stick with the grease. I don't see a reason to not use it for now. The alternative is to swap to the rot grease, which actually would not be terrible. Do I have rot grease? I mean, maybe, actually. We'll throw this on and we'll check to see what greases we actually have, because I don't think poison is going to be particularly useful. Oh, we do have 3 uses of the rock grease, so... This won't be useful, that's just dragon stuff, so we don't care about that. Yeah, why not? We'll see where this takes us. Big lead prop. Oh, come on. Okay, so the change that we needed to make, I don't think was rot crease. It was using charged R2s. So we're gonna do that. We might actually have to push 2 buttons to beat this boss. Shocking. No, after today's stream, some of the technical stuff I'm going to do in OBS is try to get my vertical stuff set up, because I'd like to do a little bit of vertical streaming. I think there's a time limit to how long you can stream on Instagram. But again, like in theory, if I can hook this up to YouTube Vertical and YouTube Shorts, then yeah, why not? Let's go. I'm just gonna back up and regain my stamina. Almost there. Come on. Got him. Slither of health, baby! Nailed it. Okay, so yeah, I don't think the rod actually made a huge difference there, but it was still cool to try out. And now we're in the Langdale Royal Capital. The real question is, how much time are we going to spend in the sewers? I'm going to grab this Grace and then warp to Roundtable Hole, because I think we can level up Great Stars once more. Once more. Casual plus 15 Great Stars, that feels good.
Well, where have you been hiding? I took you no matter, it's all the same.
Oh, we're one shy. Damn it. Oh well. Well, actually, before I go...
Already, no matter.
Storm Stomp, Storm Caller, Spinning Strikes. There are some Ashes of War that I'm going to look into that are, I don't think, typically looked at very much. Purely on the basis that Actually, I am going to start Fia's quest because what is it? I don't care to get the ending for the Age of the Duskborn, but I do want to fight the Lich Dragon. Probably need to buy some more keys as well now. Say hi to CoffeeBot. But the thing I have with CoffeeBot is, or just using coffee as like a thing here, it's not that I'm opposed to the idea of receiving donations while I'm streaming. I'd love to be able to do this for money. Don't get me wrong. It's more that at this point I don't feel like I'm providing a valuable enough resource, product, what have you, to justify that very much. And how much of that... Wait, do I have the Boldekin's Blessing? Stand by. I do.
I am pleased. Would you like now?
But we just used the Boldekin's Blessing so that we could actually receive the blessing again.
You.
Yep.
I was after Iris. I lay to do so, but before.
So the whole deal here is that she's kind of like a... She's like a bedside companion, and whatever may entail that is whatever that entails.
My dear, might I? Could you please?
Yep.
A certain. It's a very. So I would. I'd like you. It's a very.
And she would siphon off some of their life force, and the idea being that she would help reanimate other sort of like deceased nobles. And her plan, her ending, basically is trying to resuscitate Godwyn. Godwyn the Golden. Godwyn Golden Boy. I'm not going to use anything that you do, so
Well, how did
here you go.
get- Well, I know very well. Why don't I good work?
And with that... John, more common than you might think. Absolute massacre. We'll give some death root to Garank.
I smell it. Feed it. Tarnished, I shall grant feed me. I shall grant feed.
He desires death root. So whenever we go into a dungeon and the beast's eye quivers, we know that there's death root in the dungeon. I want to get this weapon, I want to get my strength up to 40. It's probably at a soft 40 right now. No, yeah, it's past that point. We probably only need a few more levels. Or a few more rooms to level up. That should be enough. Yeah. We're not going to use the Source Seal forever. We just want to use it for now until we can actually get our other stuff online. Because there are some other talismans that we also want. Like Lord of Blood's Exaltation would be pretty good against bosses that can bleed. What else? I think we have the Arsenal Shard. There's this one, but there's also the great like jar Arsenal Shard. You can use that. Magic Grease. And we're in Lindell. It's a very pretty area. I don't know why it gave that to me there. We're just gonna run past these guys. They don't... Well, we can grab this, but... they're not really worth the time right now. I guess not. Tracking on that is kind of crazy. And then there's this fella. Bastard. And this is a seedbed curse, so we can use this to do Dung-Eater's questline. We're gonna need a couple more to do it, though. Yeah, 300 runes isn't bad, but I don't know if it's worth the extra time. It's an overkill. The Page Hood. Because at this point we could also probably go up to Mount Gelmir. And I feel like that might be a better use of our time. There is a Erdtree avatar that I want to fight here, though. So I am going to go for him first. Have I seen the video where they dropped Black Cat today? I have seen the video. It does look pretty cracked. I mean, I'm glad that she's not a BP, because that would kind of suck. She has her own stuff going on, which is cool, and I also think that like her whole like sort of shop that she has is neat. That would be kind of overwhelming for me personally, but I am excited to see it. I'm excited to give it a shot. I probably won't do... Okay, yeah, so there's an avatar somewhere here. It's not a putrid avatar, fortunately, but we will... No, she looks cool. I'm probably going to give her just a couple of rounds in the practice range and then go from there, to be honest. You were interested in her, but let's see. All right, you were interested in her. We'll have to see how for the drop to see. Yeah, she looks, like I said, she looks pretty complicated. Like, I personally would be very overwhelmed by using her. Bucky is also getting some tweaks, so that's something that I'm looking forward to seeing as well. Bucky's getting some tweaks. Ultron is getting some tweaks. You were hoping she would be a Vanguard, but deep down you knew she was going to be DPS. Yeah, Why Vanguard? I'm curious about that.
For here, and thus I shall depart. Farewell. I shall leave Torrent. I wish you luck.
Yeah, Melena's dumping us. She broke up with us. No, we can't level up just yet. No, I could see her as... I kind of always thought she was going to be DPS. I don't really envisage her as being anything else. Like, the format of classes that they made for Rivals, she, to me, was always going to be a DPS character. You need another female Vanguard? Fair. That's honestly so valid. We are in short supply. How many are there? There's Angela, there's Penny, there's Rogue, there's Emma, there's now... who else is there? I mean, in general as well, there's just very short supply of other classes compared to DPS. Most of the classes in this game are DPS. Like, I'm not unhappy with Phoenix being a DPS, but I would have liked to see her as more of a strategist. I just think that would have been cool. Just the 4 women Vanguard, yeah, and that's out of a pretty small pool of tanks to begin with, because aside from them, if we're looking at the other characters, there's, you know, there's Thing, there's Venom, there's Hulk, there's Thor, who else is there? We said Penny. Who am I missing? There's Deadpool, technically, but I'm not going to count Deadpool because he's all of them, right? That's his gimmick. Who else? No, we could send for some more lady tanks. We could go for Godfrey right now, actually. I feel like that might be the call. Although, your strike squad is all ladies and Jeff, honestly, that sounds like a great time. Like, no joke, that sounds fantastic. Have you heard that they're making a swap, or not a swap, but they're introducing more PvE stuff? That's something that I'm actually really excited for. I really enjoyed the zombies mode back in Halloween, and a lot of people did too. Like, so much so that they just straight up extended it. Like, they're apparently, like, I've heard that it's gonna be like vampire themed, and that looks really cool. I'm really excited for that. Like, that to me is, zombies was so much fun. I really want to see more. Like, that to me is honestly more exciting than the new hero. Like, I've been looking forward to Black Cat for a bit now, just because I think she's a cool character and I'd like her to be in the game and make sense. But also, like, bring back some PvE. That was so cool. They've also apparently, also want to do like several PvE modes, like relating to the Avengers movies, and that's cool. But like, how? Well, I missed that one. Back up to the Western Ramparts. So, no, Rivals is in a really cool spot right now, and I do want to make some more Rivals content. Because, frankly, like, there's some good shit there. But also, the nice thing about co-op mode is that it is easy to banter. How did he poise through that? You're excited for PvE because it gives you something to play since you don't play comp? Yeah. Yeah, comp is a choice that someone can make. And it is not one that I personally care to make. Alright, so the fake roundtable hold is here. Yeah. No, I'm excited for it. If they're gonna do more vampire stuff, I hope that they have Blade as a playable character, because, like, when they did zombies, he was one of the, like, they had a really limited roster. And he was there, but if you're gonna do vampires, you have to include Blade, I feel. That's just, those are the rules. It's fucking Blade. Now, one of the things I'm kind of bummed about, I'm not a huge Marvel movie person. You know, I feel like everyone was at one point or another, because like they're huge, they're everywhere. But not so much anymore. Like, I kind of grew tired of them around the second Avengers movie, or around that point. And I say that because, like, I really would have liked to have seen the Blade that they wanted to make with Mahershala Ali. Like, how do you fuck that up? It's like, he is such a cool actor. It's such a cool character. How do you fumble that? And apparently it's just in limbo and whatever. People are already taking quick play too seriously for you as you spend most of your time playing against AI. Totally valid. I've gotten some comments on, like, shorts that I've posted from this stream, actually, where people think that, you know, the way I've built my character is that I'm over-leveled, or that I'm cheesing the boss or whatever. And it's a very similar sentiment, because, like, I'm having fun playing the game. Did you mention Angela for tanks? I did, yes. Angela is a tank. But yeah, no, so I think that playing the game the way you want to is perfectly fine. You do not have to play in some ultra competitive setting to be able to enjoy the game. There are people who lock down a single character in Rivals, and that's what they want to play, and that's how they want to play it. And that's totally cool. They mentioned armor as a possibility for a female Vanguard. Is she the character that is technically in the game files already? Because there's someone that was leaked like an age ago that they just haven't done anything with yet. You suspect next season will be Moon Girl and that Evil Dinosaur will probably be a tank? That'd be cool. You truly stopped watching Marvel after the Endgame. You tried watching the Wanda series and never finished? Valid. No, for me, like, I could probably make like a video essay about this if I really wanted to. But to me, a way to look at the Marvel movies is that they are a biography of Tony Stark. So they had the list of leaked heroes, and some of the spots were like Paste Pot Pete turned out to be Gambit. You think, oh yeah, sure, that makes sense. Like, but you can view, this is not the only way you should view it. I'm not saying this is right, this is what they planned, but you can view the Avengers movies from the first Iron Man movie all the way through to Endgame as, gonna run down to the grocery store? Well, thank you for the lurk. I'll probably still be here when you come back. But you can view the Avengers movies from the first Iron Man movie all the way through to Endgame as the biography of Tony Stark. It begins and ends with his life as Tony Stark. And that works. It's not the only way you can look at it, but it's a way to look at it. And it kind of stands to reason that there's some semblance of truth to that, because they haven't really had a direction to really focus in on since then. It looked like it was going to be Kang the Conqueror for a while. They were setting that up with Ant-Man and the Wasp. They were setting that up with the Loki TV show. And then, you know, Jonathan Majors turned out to be who he is. So they cut ties with him and they've moved on. And now they're kind of ramping up. And then they brought back Robert Downey Jr. as Doom, which Doom as being the bad guy of a Marvel movie absolutely makes sense. I'm here for it. Why Robert Downey Jr.? Like, why that guy specifically? We got another Seedbed Curse. We can use that for the Dung Eater's questline. Alright, I think we have faffed around enough. I think it's time we... Yeah, it's time we go after Godfrey. Godfrey is probably a boss we will not be able to just hold down L2 for. We will probably have to actually fight him. As soon as people will be like, you need to watch it in this order to really experience the universe, I was over. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I don't like feeling like I have to do homework to understand the series. Like, I want to be able to sit down and watch something and have it be self-contained. You know, a strength of, like, the Star Wars movies is that you can kind of just pick up any of them and they just kind of work as their own independent movie. Like, they just kind of work. Like, if you've never seen A New Hope and the first Star Wars movie you see is Empire Strikes Back, you're missing out on a little bit, but you'll be fine. You'll be perfectly okay. It is by no means a requirement. Versus now, it's kind of a requirement for you to see, like, one TV show or another for the entire thing to make sense. Sauron does a thing where she meows in her sleep, and it's really cute. I love this silly girl so much. And it's not like they have, like, terrible moments in any of the Marvel movies. Like, they are popcorn flicks. You sit down, you watch them, you're entertained for 2 hours. Like, job done. You wanted to make a movie, and that was entertaining, and mission accomplished. Alright, we're now gonna fight, the false Godfrey. I don't think it'll matter that we are gonna have Bloodflame Blade on, so we're just... Because I think he's pretty much immune to all status ailments, so we're gonna take care of that. We don't need that anymore. Are there any greases that would be useful? Magic, maybe? Give us a good opening hand here, buddy. He's also, like, super delayed on all his attacks. Yep. He checks us. Not even a single hit in. I went for a charge jar too, I shouldn't have. I should have just started swinging away. Let's see, which bosses have we fought today? We've gotten the... Which bosses have we gotten today? The Draconic Tree Sentinel. The Onyx Lord. Yeah, I want to get Godfrey. Yeah, way too early. We got ideas for that. Damn it. We try again. Godfrey, I think, is the first real check here. Do we just do rolling R1s? That might be the call. Alright, I'm not going to bother with the grease because I think he's just resistant to it. I'm also not going to bother with the shields because, if I'm not mistaken, it does boost damage taken. Oh no, it doesn't. It just... Okay, cool. What am I thinking of then? I'm probably thinking of the Blood Boil Aromatic. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Try again. Hell yeah. We didn't even use the Ash of War there. That was cool. That was good. 92,000 runes. That felt good. That felt powerful. Let's see. I want to level up my weapon. I believe we have enough materials to do so. If not, I will simply level up. Nope. Wrong side.
No. I need to do better than this. Oh, don't pay me. Just lay out your...
Cool. Up to plus 16. No, I'm actually really happy with the way that fight went. That was really cool. Took us a couple of tries, but we got there in the end. And now D is missing, so we should be able to go continue with that quest line. We can also equip another talisman, so now we can throw on... No, we don't care about that. We want the, It's not the twin blade. We don't care about dexterity. None of these are actually terribly useful to us. So we'll just throw on this for the time being. Alright, here is the next step in the Dung Eater questline.
No. You have felt the kill. I can smell it. Apparently my seed bed is right. It was a brief risk. Go and unshackle my traps in this suit. I've been the poxwoods. Go and trapped in this. I can kill in the pox.
Dung Eater is a weird character. I want to learn more about him in general, but I really don't know much about it. Offer the bell. Cool. We can grab this. I don't know that we actually care about any spells, but we have it now. That leaves us with 84. Nice. Does Gideon have something to say about us?
There are 4 Nicola of his twin, Luna Princess, and Rania says you're here at the Hold. If you should learn any, I'll trade. We both design as such.
Nada. Yeah, he doesn't believe... here's the thing, he doesn't believe that we can, but it's less that he doesn't believe we can, more that he believes we shouldn't. Alright, so her quest has progressed. D is now dead. I mean, probably.
Fine stolen, and now, though I ask, I am Hark. We live in what right our Lord will rise.
Back, gonna be listening from nearby. Well, happy to have you here. You're just in time to watch Fia disappear. No, we killed the false Godfrey, which is cool. That was a pretty fun fight, actually. That was pretty clean. I was chatting with Rainbow about Marvel movies and the games and whatnot. Like the return of the PvE mode, that's something I'm excited about. Let's see, what else? We got, we just progressed the Dung Eater's questline a little bit. Alright, we now have a soft 40 there, so I want to put some more into health now. We only have about 4,000 runes between now and the next level, so we'll... close enough. Put us up to 910. Cool. Now, if we wanted to, we could kill Morgoth. There are some things I want to do first, question mark? Godfrey is such a cool character. Yeah, nothing here, it's on the other side. Holy grease. Covered in it. We've actually done very little of this area so far. Erdtree bow. We don't really care about bows for now. Although now we have Celestial Dew. I should really go grab Turtle Pope. Actually, before I do... yeah, we'll kill Gideon in this area towards the late game. To do, but okay. Oh, cool. Regression. Yeah, so there's a Golden Order incantation that actually, changes the statue. Cool. Yeah, we will want to come back and do that later, I think, and possibly in another playthrough. Because I don't think we'll ever have the faith and intelligence to actually use that. So nothing of value really lost per se. was pretty clean. I was kind of expecting that character to be like a hard counter for us. Blessings of the Earth Tree. Alright, so this is actually Merrick's bed chamber, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what these, like, stone tablets are meant to signify. Like, what purpose they have. Alright, but we've done that now, so if we want to continue with Dung Eater, we actually have to go into the capital sewers. I think what I want to do first, actually, is come down this way. Yeah. Looks like the closest Grace is the Windmill Village for us. We can get the hell out of here. What manner of fuckery is here? That's what I thought. Did it just... Are you kidding me? Alright. Come on. Here, baby girl. Boys through that. Where are you going? There it is. You can use the larval tears to respec with Renala. We're not going to, we don't need to, but we can. And there's a graveyard, so we can loot that. Cool. Now, how the hell do we get back up there? Graveyard, good spot for a nap. Yep. You know, just take a moment. You know, being the tarnished, you're gonna get EP. Alright, looks like we're heading on the right way. have another Black Knight Assassin here, and we have another Death Root dungeon behind. So we're gonna go do her real quick. I'm not going to go through my full buff routine, but I will physic here. As against her, I feel like that's warranted. The benefit of being able to just voice through most of this stuff is pretty great. And now we have a Black Knight. We probably can't use it. Yeah, no, we need 18 dex for that. I would like to build a Destined Death build at some point. I think that'd be cool. Like, not full-blown, like, cosplay as Malekith, but just run it. It just seems fun. The Sainted Heroes Grove. Grave? Grave. Grove. One of those. Do we have a key for this gargoyle? We do. Now what wonderful terror is going to fuck us up here? Nothing, I guess. The Crimson Sea Talisman. I don't think that boosts our health. It boosts the amount we get from our flasks. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Oh, hey, what's up? What? What the fuck? What was that? FromSoft, explain yourself. Yeah, so the gimmick behind this dungeon is that these areas lit by these statues, I guess, are the only places the gargoyles can actually be. One day you're just gonna burst out of the wall and hug you like that. I'm less concerned about the guy just appearing and more about the fact that I teleported under the ground when it happened. That's the part that I'm concerned with. Alright, looks like there's another one of these areas right here. That's exactly how I would attempt. I'd attempt to evade your hug. Yeah, probably. I'm okay with hugs. Just like, tell me before you do it. You know. Like, I'm not opposed to them. I just like if you're trying to sneak up on me, I am going to try to teleport through the floor. And frankly, that's my right. You know, yep, that's on me. Alright, anyone else? No. Alright then. Now, I feel like the fact that the light staggers them makes this dungeon a lot easier. Damn it. Wasn't fast enough. We can just run past them. Like, they're really not giving us enough runes to justify fighting, so why bother? Monstrosity ahead, try healing. Alright. Oh, it's probably not one of these guys. How you like them apples? Please do not sneak up on me. I do not like it. Root resin. Now, do you have a spot down here that is illuminated? If not... Oh, that's not good. You know, we're just gonna move on. Let's see, is there a door behind you? No? We'll find out. Well, this room is a waste of time. Oh, hey, what's up? No, that's not good. We can just bring him back here. Cool. Oh, come on. Like, you don't get to run up and then just despawn. That's not how that works. Oh, so killing him is actually the way to do it. Nice. That's convenient. I thought I had missed the lever or something. Yeah, in these dungeons there's usually a lever somewhere that you have to go get. No, I'm probably going to stick with just streaming Elden Ring until the end of this run. And then once I finish up, I'm going to want to kill this guy for my buff routine. Anyone else? No? Alright then. Because, well, yeah, I'm over-leveled and this will probably be overkill. I don't want to do a run back in the event that I do die. That would suck. Let's go. Oh, it's another ancient hero. Nice. We got Ancient Dragon Knight Kristoff as our reward. No death route though, so I guess this isn't a death route dungeon. There are a couple of others we can do. There's, I know that there's one along, like, the east of Liurnia. Cool. Now that's squared away. And then there's this one here. We can probably grab that down from this side of Grace. We could also probably grab the tower. Oh yeah, I definitely have enough to level up. Probably just one, though. No, I'll do the inn first. Like, the capital is right there, and these creepy worm faces are right here. What's actually going on here? Say hi to Coffeebot. Do I have any other talismans that might be useful? I don't have any charged skills that I really care about using for them, so there's no point to me doing that. At the same time, I feel like... So Godfrey's icon is out, but... Alright. I do think it is high time that we head towards Mount Gelmir. We might be able to get enough upgrade materials and runes to level up our weapon again. crystals aren't the most interesting thing in the world to us, but we'll take them. We can probably craft something useful out of them. Easy money. Two Arteria leaf. Leaf, leaves, left. Oh, hey, what's up? They really introduce you to Astel really early on. I recently played against him on a katana build, and that was actually a lot of fun. Surprisingly so. I thought it was going to be a pain in the ass with a slashing weapon like that. So this is the box. Is this really it? Can we see what's in the room? 3 of the crystallians, so probably nothing. So we won't be able to bleed these guys for sure. What would they be weak to? We might be able to rot them, but maybe not. It might be a charged R2 kind of fight, in all honesty. Is this it? Is this all there is to this tunnel? The Altus tunnel? No, there's gotta be more than that. I gotta be missing something. I think that's all there is to it. No, that goes nowhere. I think it's a nice environmental touch that to have all these roots in the Erd tree, like in the tunnels of Altus Plateau. It feels very like, yeah, that makes sense. They're digging nearby the Erd tree. This thing is like a tree the size of a skyscraper. Of course, it has roots stretching all over the air. So it's a bit of like environmental narrative, and it's a bit of like it's a way to increase the challenge of the area. Alright, so I'm not going to use Bloodflame Blade on these guys because there's no point, but I will use all of my other buffs. Should probably also check my flask again. I've used the Baldican's Blessing so I don't get any more poise. Charged R2s are going to be the way to go here, I think. Oh, there's only 2. I might be thinking of a different boss thing. Yeah, charge my field was the way to go here. This still feels like overkill. I don't know, 3 hits a pop feels pretty good. Alright, got that squared away. I guess we'll just go back up to the surface then. That might give us another level. I don't know, I feel like I'm missing something there. Alright, so that's that done. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is grab that. Level up a little bit. And let's see. Yep, we'll just ride on over there. Oh, this area's at night, it's going to be super creepy. Yeah, I don't like this already. Yeah, this is the big worm face that we gotta deal with. Alright. Yeah, he's a boss. He doesn't get stealth. Don't blight me. Don't blight me. Ah, damn it. Yep, that's what I wanted to avoid. We will try again. I think I'll just charge R2 him a couple of times. I won't bother with the... it'll probably be a weird angle on him, in all honesty. I will throw these on. While I'm here, I do want to see... Boosts Fundamentalist incantations. This is just generic. And this boosts the Bestial incantations. So we're not really benefiting from using other incantations or any of those seals beyond our regular one. This way. Go away. And we got the Speckled Heart tier and the Crimson Spill tier. 10k off of that. Nice. We'll grab this. Give us a little bit more of our blue juice box back. Alright. Glad I got that squared away. Note to self, they are vulnerable to fire and bleed. Now the problem with Death's Blight is that if you get infected with it, it kills you instantly. So even these like weaker guys are pretty, like they're a pretty existential threat to us. Although it looks like they don't provide a ton of poise. Or they don't have a ton of poise. Probably don't need to get this guy, but I don't want him to surprise me on my way out. Just to be sure. No. Death's Blight is Elden Ring's variation of Curse. And that goes back to Demon Souls, but my first interaction with it was in Dark Souls 1. The Wrath of Gold. That also goes back to Dark Souls 1. Wrath of God. But yeah, in Dark Souls 1, I feel like it was way more punishing. Because if you know, in that one, you're a hollow, you're going hollow, you're undead, you're losing your humanity every time you die, and now if you're cursed, you can no longer regain humanity, which is a mechanic in that game that was pretty important, for online play, for multiplayer and stuff like that. I want to touch these ruins up here and see what's there. Not only were you basically screwed out of that on that front, but your health was cut in half. So it was a pretty brutal endeavor. Yeah, Curse in Dark Souls 1 was no joke. Amusingly, there was this niche situation in which you did want to be cursed. Did want to get cursed. And that is when you wanted to benefit from how the game handled rounding errors. No, I'm too far west. It's over this way. There were a couple of items in that game that granted passive healing, but it healed on a percentage basis. So if your health was low enough, a percentage would round basically erroneously upwards rather than downwards. And that meant that you could benefit from something like Power Within, which dealt 1% of your health in damage over 100 seconds. You would be able to offset that by effects like the Sanctus Shield. Don't curse me. Damn it. Oh, all the slugs make curse as well. Oh, yep, that'll do it. Back to the Woodcote Ruins. Please bugger off. Alright. Gross. Like, it doesn't help that this thing is just like a vomiting mass of writhing tentacles. Ah, damn it. Wait, there's a way we can get that guy back. We just do this. And this should just respawn him because it'll reset the area. Yep. Golden Slam. I'm curious as to why. Actually, this is interesting. Oh, that's good. So, Godwyn is dead, right? Godwyn the Golden, he's like the perfect son of Marika, right? She has Morgott and Mohg, and they're both cursed in some way. Right? They're both Omen children, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. Remembrance back. Thank you. Gravelstone. I definitely feel like that was a worthy endeavor. But all that to say that when Godwyn was killed during the Night of Black Knives, icon shield. That's interesting. When Godwyn was killed during the Night of Black Knives, he was killed in spirit, but not in body. And that means that his body is continually regenerating because because Marika removed the Rune of Death from the Elden Ring, in order to ensure her immortality and her supremacy in the lands between, in order to ensure her supremacy in the lands between, she knowingly made it impossible for them all to die. So if he had been killed and the Rune of Death hadn't been stolen in some way, he might have been brought back. But he doesn't have a soul. The Black Knives ensure that it's basically impossible for him to return. So that's why he's the one who lives in death, as it were. Cool. The other one is like over here somewhere, I think. And the last one is like way down at the bottom of the ravine. Yeah, it's right over here. Now we can check the map, and it is view. Yeah, it's by the bridge, so we don't need this. It's over here somewhere. Right. The left or the right side? It's on the left side. So like over here somewhere, probably. Yeah, I think it's up on the ridge over here somewhere. And when we break it... Yep. We will get the tower. And just like that, we have unlocked the prize. I think we're only going to get a Mind Stone out of this. No, unless you're building a very specific kind of spellcasting character, there's very rarely like a seriously like good prize behind them. Although that there is one just surrounded by death roots, or not death root, like blight and the worm faces is very curious. Yep, here it is. The Mirage's Rise. Nothing back there. We've been going for about 2.5 hours. I'm probably going to wrap up here soon. Today is Tuesday, so tomorrow I will be doing a Warhammer stream. I'm going to do some painting. Unseen Blade, that's cool. The Slumbering Egg, I don't know what that's for. Cool, so we got those. I think now we just go for... Yeah, I think we could just go for Mount Gelmir now. We'll come up here. And I think we try to go for Rykard. The guy who must drink as much spit as possible. You don't know what I'm talking about? You will. Wait, get rid of that. Wait. Yeah, okay, I'm headed the right way. Cool. Oh no, I need to head further south before I bank north. Speaking of, hydrate or die straight. I will. I will. I made sure to drink lots of water before stream. Although I do appreciate the check-in. Damn it. Oh. We survived. Amusingly, this is where we got this weapon from. That little caravan. We bolted up here as quickly as possible so that we could grab great stars. And that's kind of why we're at the point in the run that we are. Although all of our sequence breaking, I think, is more or less behind us. We don't really have a ton of reason to keep going with it. Like, I didn't need to kill Rodan before I went and killed Godric. That's just something I kind of felt like doing. I think what I want to do here is, well, I want to grab this first of all, is I want to probably try and what is it? Grab the ulcerated tree spirit nearby the burnt herb tree. And then after that, which we're probably just gonna, like, you know, blitz through. I think that's how we're gonna progress with this area. But after that, we will probably call it. There's stuff up ahead, I don't particularly care to get it. That's not good. Bye-bye. And yeah, once we grab that, we'll probably call the stream there. I feel like 3 hours is a good length for a stream for me. And I've officially been going at this for 8 days now. It was my birthday a week ago. We started the day after my birthday. No, that's not right. No, today's day 8. Yeah, today is the 8th day. And another one. Either way, like, I'm happy I've been able to keep at it for this long. Streaming every day is not necessarily a good idea for growth. The nice thing about this game is that I have a gaming Instagram that I have basically been flooding with Reels. And the same with YouTube. And TikTok, in spite of the fact that I don't particularly like TikTok very much. But hey, through sheer volume of eyes, gotta amount to something eventually, right? I don't know what that 300 runes was for, but I'll take it. Oh, no, there's some stuff I can do up here. I'm not going to do this dungeon because, frankly, fuck this dungeon. But I am going to tag the Site of Grace. Yeah, just another random 300 riz. Don't know why, but there it is. Say hi to Coffee Pot. Yeah, the Galmir is... Okay, so we are going to have to do this dungeon at some point. We are going to do this, I think, probably starting next time. Because I do not particularly enjoy this dungeon. I need it for the death room, but emotionally I could do without this dungeon. Circuitous for mushroom. Some funky cold Medina. What am I even saying? I should probably also check my item crafting. I do not remember what the missionary cookbook that I got from the North Face ruins actually gets me. Just gonna avoid this guy altogether. Hey buddy, how you doing? No one likes you. I've always thought these guys look kind of like they're almost like crabs. Like the more stuff they add to their body, they just become more crab-like. There is a falling star beast in this next area as well. I'm gonna run past him. I want to get the ulcerated tree spirit and upgrade my physic because I think there's something that's really good for my build on this spirit. Oh, merchant. Nice.
Welcome, dear customer. Welcome, you please. I'm an...
The volcanic pots, and then the cursed pot. Nice. Still nothing that I can use in the immediate future. But yeah, if you can have keys, use them. Just use them. I'm pretty sure I'm climbing a long way to this boss. I thought there was a fallen star beast up there. Was I mistaken? Oh no, it's over there. It's across the bridge. No. The thing about doing these kinds of like long stretches of gameplay is that like I'm doing these without really taking a break very much, and in all honesty they do kind of tax you just sitting here. You wouldn't expect it, but it happens. Alright, so we grabbed this one. Boost resistance and heal status from mixed physic. Okay, so that's one of the ones we got. Now we got that before. Was it the Opaline tier? Maybe. Alright, we're gonna blitz past the Fallen Star Beast. The boss itself is not terribly difficult, it's just the arena is kind of like the slope of the arena is kind of terrible. We'll grab this one here. We don't have enough to level up our flask yet, but no reason not to get it. Yeah, there are more of the hands here as well, and I like the through line, as macabre as it is, that the hands of the Carrion Manor are like associated with all members of that class. Go away. I didn't want to stay in chat. I didn't say I liked you, I just said I think it's cool how you're part of the, like, here's the through line. Now leave me alone. We are simply running out of time. Bastard, you stabbed my horse. Alright, we're not gonna do our full buff routine. We were gonna throw Bloodflame Blade on. And we'll drink our physic, but beyond that, we're just gonna send it. Now, when this game first came out, I was not overly fond of the sheer number of ways you could buff. Will I survive this? Just barely, yeah. Bastard, damn near bored me. Flaming board, yeah. The Leaden Heart tier and the Cerulean tier. I believe the Cerulean hidden tier is the one that gives you infinite FP, if I'm not mistaken. I likely won't need it. If anything, I need infinite stamina. But there isn't one that gives you infinite stamina. Alright, got that squared away. Yeah. So we will... what is it? We'll rest. We might give Falling Star a shot. I want to grab the Side of Grace inside the Mount Gelmir Manor first. This is one of the few runs where I've come to Mount Gelmir without sneaking in through the Virgin Abductor first. Why is Rykard abducting virgins? Who knows? Okay, so that's a level. That's nice. Hey, we're now past 1,000 health. Nice. And now I never have to come back here again. This is also an area that I quite like stylistically. Like a big volcano castle? Fucking cool. We're gonna pop this guy real quick. Completely whiffed. He's a frenzied troll, so we don't really fuck with him too much. I forgot about these guys. That's squared away. But also, like, the way the torches and the sconces and the fire here is just, like, such a pure red is so weird. Yeah, no, I think that's really cool. It's a very nice stylistic touch. And now we get to do invasions. I don't believe we got patches, so that's not going to matter. It might, actually. We might see them.
Aren't you? We rarely read fascinating. So, about the bow, if you have, rise with them.
Yeah, I doubt the Earth Tree.
The drawing room lies down. I am Tanith, the proprietress of this house. Use the key. Use the key I handed you.
Use the key. Hey, buddy, what's up?
Someone please kill him. Here to put the then please. The one I left the serpent worthy Tergrates.
Is he wearing the Briar set? Wait a minute. Hold still, buddy.
Pray to run. They were whatever. Someone to spare him.
Weird. So he's not wearing the Briar set. He looked like just a knight. The Cusant Finger. Letter from Volcano Manor.
Hello again. It is a shame that I am underlaid. Brave Tarn underlaid.
Yep. And Burnhall is not here because we killed him. And you know what? That's okay. We didn't do patches, but we didn't kill him either, so I'm curious as to whether or not he will actually be here. We don't need this, but some throwing knives will be useful right now. You just walk forward. Cool. Yeah, for whatever reason, this looks fake, and this does have hit points. It just has an absurd number of them. But it also doesn't have, like, the code for when you break an illusion. So, they had a plan there, and then they scrapped it. And that's just sort of an artifact of the fact that it's still there. So that's amusing to me. Hey, buddy. Let me out of my heal there. Yep. Damn it. Why am I trying to be fancy? Why am I not just holding down L2? Like, I should be better about this by now. I should just hit things. It works. Yeah, that's all patches stuff. Gonna go from this side. Oh, I forgot, that's right, I forgot we got the map. Old Knight Istvan. Oh, cool, so we can go kill him now. This should actually be pretty quick. We'll grab this and then I think I'll call it for the day. Starting to experience a little bit of eye fatigue. And again, we're like level 75, so we're gonna be pretty nasty going into this guy. No, between today and when I next stream Elden Ring, which will be on Thursday, I will figure out how to, one, I'll have vertical streaming set up for funsies, but two, I will also have, interesting. Okay, I see him. That's not helpful. Nice. Good timing too. That probably would have killed me when I got him. That probably, yeah. If he had finished that attack, it probably would have killed me. All the way back up to here. So yeah, now we only have Rhea and Tanith here. I should probably go and find patches as well.
Did you read that is the time? You will be compensated if you are low, but you must leave. This is a war. We have no plan.
Yes.
I am. This is your reward. Now the way is, it is the truth.
Cool. We will run upstairs and kill the pizza guy. Just unhinged things you hear Elden Ring players say. That was actually a lot of damage that we took just now. Alright. Now I'm going to call it there. Alright, so I hope that everyone had a good time with this one today. Tomorrow at 3, I'll be streaming again, so I'll be seeing you.